And
Yo, that was Bok Nero. We got the man of the hour in the building.
yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Try to hold everybody to this one. Alright, that's stop.
Yo, when I tell you,
And just for those who didn't know, that was his that was to Get Stupid, right?
Yeah, Go Stupid.
Go
Produced
Stupid.
by Ricky Remedy.
And Bok Nero, yo, that was a good vibe. I can imagine that feel when you're performing that.
Yeah. It go crazy, man. It get crazy.
so Bok Nero,
Yeah.
where you from?
I'm from Philly, man.
What part?
All over. I was born and raised in North Philly. I went to school up in Northeast.
Okay.
I just traveled all over, stayed in Westville a little bit, got my game from there, and then I just been all over.
But that's why you so see.
Yeah, I'm cultured. I feel like I'm good everywhere, so like I gotta represent the whole city in its entirety.
Okay. So what made you start rapping?
I started off with battle rap in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like, the headshot era, shouts out to Young Bob. I used to see me, Reed, Joey Jihad, all them bulls on the drum. Like, that was the thing, you would just go get young bulls, so you would just go get a DVD from the stand. You like, yo, I got to get talking about. So, I like the attention they was getting, and like, they was saying some stuff, so that influenced mine. You know what I mean? What I wanted to do, and I would battle in high school, and it would just be like a crowd around me. Like my man, he was the first one to put me on. He was like, yo, my man hot. So I was still like kind of shy about it.
Yeah.
But it was just like, my man hot, I'm trying to tell you. He just put me in my first battle. Like, I ended up like getting crazy. So ever since then, it was like, it just
Kept building.
it just kept going up.
And so you never stopped. You never swayed from it. It was always a persistent thing.
I never stopped. I just got more, I want to say, seasoned with it. I got more serious with it. I started dedicating more of my time to it. So
Turned it into an actual career.
absolutely.
For yourself.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Now, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Wow. Ladies. I guess
Are you single?
No.
Oh, he married. Never mind, ladies.
You're the actual first artist that been up here that said
That you was the truth about being with her.
You gotta stay like focused and grounded, man.
Yeah, in that relationship.
preach.
Yeah, like I'm an artist first, so that other stuff.
How does she feel when you traveling all over the world like that?
A lot of times I try to bring her with me. Like when I was just in Hong Kong, we went to Hong Kong, and she came to Thailand with me, and then Japan. So I mean, she's been around it so much, she kind of knows how it is. It's like all the DJs know it.
That's
Like she'll have like Steve Aoki. Oh my God, Steve Aoki said your name. I don't really think about it, but it's definitely like a good.
That's dope.
Speaking of Steve, how did you connect with that guy? Are you signed to his label or what is that? Okay.
Yeah, so I released under his label, Denmac. I met him through Jahlil Beats. Shouts out to Jahlil Beats.
Wow.
He was, messing with the idea of EDM, and I was already doing like the blend of the two. You know what I mean? So he came to me and we just started creating. Hey, we dropped my first project under Denmac. It was like a joint compilation project with me and Jahlil. So it was experimental for him, and it was experimental for me. It was experimental for everybody because nobody ever like really got behind. Like you never seen a house DJ and like a respected hip hop producer get behind one project and try to like.
That is amazing.
That's major.
Yeah. Super.
So how was it on tour with him?
Tour is crazy. Like Steve don't stop. So it's like he's the most touring DJ in the world.
Totally. I always see. Yeah.
He's always doing something. Like I just texted him yesterday. He was in New York, and then like I don't know. Like I'll never ask him, yo, where you at, bro? Because sometimes he'll just.
He's just like, I'm going to the airport. I'll figure it out.
I want to live that life.
Amen.
For
real. So you have a project out?
Yeah, the EDM.
Hood EDM.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is such a dope combination. So can you tell us more about kind of how that concept came together, because it is very unique, especially in the hip hop world, to have EDM infused in there?
So basically, what happened was when I got introduced to electronic dance music, there was no lane for like a hip hop artist unless you were already established. And the artists that were like established and played or dabbled in the genre, they wasn't really committed to it. They wasn't really like as knowledgeable. It was just something that they were trying. But for an artist to come in and try to like, establish himself, it was never done before. So it was no blueprint for it. And I basically just wanted to create a lane for myself. So I felt like I had like first of all, I understand the genre, I understand the music, I understand the audience. So, I mean, like I said, I came from battle rap, so the hip hop thing was already on smash. I already got the cosigns, all the OGs in the streets already get behind me and, you know, respect me for what I do. So it was nothing to prove to the hip hop audience in my mind, you know what I mean? That's already where I come from. So now I have to show the EDM world that I know what I'm doing. And the best way to, you know, just merge cultures, you gotta like understand their culture and then figure out a way to communicate your culture with their culture and try to see where that balances out. So, you know, it was trial and error with a lot of things, but for the most part, it was just a situation to where as though I had ideas of how to approach it, and you know, I was already doing hood EDM because everything that I'm saying on these electronic beats is like this conscious. You know what I'm saying? Like there's an idea underlying of the party, you know, the words that I'm saying. So, for the most part, it was just about oh my bad, I lost it. So basically, the hood EDM concept is basically it's not necessarily just hip hop. It's well, it is hip hop, but I didn't want to say hip hop EDM because it's more than just hip hop. It's just like it's basically culture EDM. You know what I mean? Like hood, short for neighborhood. Like everybody in the neighborhood tells a story, and this is me bringing my culture to electronic dance music culture and bringing them together and having them coexist. And the reason I didn't name it like something like super complicated because it's like it's something that's never been done before, and when you present something to somebody, you can't present it in a way that they're unfamiliar with it because they don't gravitate to it. So it's just.
Why don't you think radio gravitate to hood EDM? That kind of sound,
They don't gravitate to it in the States. I feel like because they gravitate to it anywhere else. I feel like they don't understand it. They can't comprehend it. They can't wrap their brains around it just yet because, like you said, you gotta present something to someone in a way that it's they understand it. So you listen to like Rihanna record with David Guetta. It's EDM. You know,
all day.
You listen to any record that's big right now that has like an island vibe to it. I mean, it has EDM essence, to it, but they just call it something else, or you know what I mean? It's a Rihanna song. So it's like, you know, they present it to people how they understand it or will accept it. It's definitely a risk of just coming out and saying, yo, this is how I'm coming, this is how I'm giving it to y'all. But like that's the risk I'm willing to take because it's all about the art for me. You know what I mean? The art comes first. So, you know, no matter how successful I get, if I get the Jay-Z level or I'm just able to, you know, be comfortable and be at peace with where I'm at with my music, I can say like, yo, I'm stuck to my guns, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Now, you traveling in the world and experience so much as an artist, do you think you need radio at this point?
Radio definitely helps. Like I get spent in the UK, Japan.
On their radio stations.
Yeah.
It's just more so America that's missing the wave.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because you do have these, your music, wild EDM festivals in Miami and LA, Vegas, who actually know what the deal is and know what the wave is. So it's just more so like urban people and those top
urban
20
radio.
Top, that just haven't gotten into it wholeheartedly. That leads me to this. So did you find that you needed to be signed as an artist, or could you have stayed indie?
I feel like when you do a deal with a label, because it's like it's an independent label, you know what I mean? It's not like a major. So when you do a deal with any label on any level, you find out what you need and what you don't need. But I feel like you won't know that until you're on that side. It's like, damn, I did this. You know what I mean? But then it's pros and cons to everything. You know what I mean? Labels definitely help with molding you if you're not sure. They help you with reaching certain platforms that you probably couldn't reach. Like I know me, I wouldn't have been able to reach the level or the audience that I wanted to reach without a label because you know, it's not like what's happening around here. But let's say like somebody like Chief Keef, I feel like he should have stayed independent. You know what I mean? Because it's like you touching the audience already. Like they are, you know what I mean? Anything that the label bring you
would just be.
It's just extra.
Absolutely extra to it. That's a good breakdown to it. And with you being in the industry for so long, this is your career and your passion. Did you learn anything about the business wise? Because obviously you're a creative. So did you have like wake up calls that was like, oh, okay, now from a business aspect of the industry?
Yeah, absolutely. I learned a lot. Like you learn what not to do. You learn. Honestly, when you sit in like certain meetings, you pick up so much game and you don't even realize it. Like I've learned about like percentages and split sheets and certain things, but I could think back to a time where I hear somebody talk about this shit. I'm like, yo, it's impossible to learn all this. Like I gotta find somebody to do it for me. Like I was talking to my man about getting paid off of Spotify. I was schooling him about like splits and publishing and stuff. I'm sitting there thinking like I didn't sit in the class for this. I learned a lot of trial and error. Yeah. So I'm telling him, he just like, man, I'm just paying somebody to do it. I'm like, yo, honestly, bro, if you pay somebody to do this, you're gonna be mad because I'm telling you, it's this simple. It just sounds complicated.
Right.
But once it's there and it happens, you're like, yo, this crazy.
Right.
So,
Like, I'm a firm believer that being in this business is not something that you can be taught. You can learn it by just being out and about and being in the right place at the right time. That's how simple it is.
I feel like though a lot of people don't understand that. They just think, oh, I'm gonna get signed to a label and I'm gonna be popping. Like, no, there's a lot of black and white that goes along with it. You know what I mean? That you really want to make sure you cover yourself.
You need to be on top of it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Precisely. So, and that's good. You're very well. Did you go to school at all? And
for music?
Just At one point, was that a thing for you?
I tried to go to the art institute, but it just wasn't for me. I went for fashion marketing, and I remember like being in class, like I was, listening to the teacher, and there was this kid behind me. He was like, "Yo, we did some fashion marketing." He's like, "Yo, I just made these pants. Let me know what you think." So then the girl like, "Yo, these are crazy. Like, you should show the teacher this." He's like, "Really? You think it's good?" So I'm listening to the conversation, and he like, "Yeah, I stayed up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, like sewing these."
Wow.
And we had class at like 8, 9. I'm like, man, you just like stayed up. Like, I wouldn't have stayed up. Like, so I'm like, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, he really like, this is important. Yeah, so I'm like, what would I stay up like, late doing? And then I remember like me being in the studio, like I catch the bus to the studio. From high school, like I wouldn't eat lunch. I saved up my money throughout the week, pay for studio sessions. So I'm like, yo, like, I'm here for the music.
Yeah.
After that, I just got up and walked out and never.
Wow!
That's a crazy story. But you have a distinctive style, so what does influence your look?
For me, my biggest influence is Freddie Mercury.
From
Queen.
Right.
Yo, I'm about to tell you.
I didn't want to like, the first day is like a lot of the flamboyant crowd.
So you telling me wait.
So I just chill for a little bit. I'm gonna go see. Probably see it on Friday.
Yo, I went to my first rock concert, and it was a Queen concert in Philly. Adam Lambert. I'll tell you that boy. See?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that boy killed him. Like, he embodied it. Like, to sit and watch that concert, you was in awe because you're like, yo, I didn't know they did them songs.
Their
Yo,
catalog,
they did that catalog is insane.
It's crazy, man.
Insane.
I was just talking to my DJ yesterday, Shizbo, and we were just
Shout out to Shizbo.
Yeah, shouts out to Shizbo.
Shout out to Shizbo. He next up on the Drop Night Show.
Family. We had them before up there.
So we were just talking about like, yo, a lot of people don't realize like the samples that came from, Queen, just it was just a bunch of influences that I didn't even realize until I got over there,
Yeah. That was major. That's major.
Well, look, let's get into this next song. Speaking of Shizlo, it's you and Shiz. It's called Fucking Greatest. What's the concept behind that? How long did it take you guys to put that together?
The whole process of creating the song. Well, it started off quick, but the whole process of like sonically finishing it took about like a month because we sat on it. There's so many dynamics to it. It's an EDM song, but it's also a Spotify song, and it has Philly club elements in it. So it just took a while to like, construct it. You know what I mean?
How did you feel? Because you were saying when you were playing the song that Philly is a little more on the like humble. I don't really want to show so much love. So what would be those distinctive differences?
I'd say, all right, so I want to say the love is different. Like Philly, we got this the city of hard love, brotherly love. So the way they show their love, or the way we show our love, is like usually, you know, they'll sit there, yeah, you give me 110%, they probably just be looking at you like you're crazy. And you get off the stage, they be like,
yo, that was the
That was the shit. What you think?
last night. It was,
It was a dope artist. That
Nobody ever asked for
anything.
anything. No one's feeling it though,
Right.
but
they're just taking it in like, all right, yeah, I love this.
Right. So I feel like that's what it is. You know, you hold it in here. But over there, they go crazy. Like you get mosh pits, like nothing.
Can you
Yeah,
say
you jumping in?
Can you say that?
Say it again.
Do you say it in the crowd?
Sometimes it depends on how close the stage is.
I saw a funny
Man,
clip
you
of
done-
DJ Khaled trying to
His fans.
He fell back and people were
People were like, whoa.
Khaled tried to crowd surf
People was like-
and he didn't get
He didn't get far.
I feel like sometimes you just gotta like lay on them.
He
like,
tried and they were like, no.
You gotta
They probably said,
Yeah.
fuck that, move out the way.
And it was chicks, so I don't even know what he was thinking. I was screaming for dear life, like, please don't.
So she said chicks. Now, what's some of the craziest stories?
Can you tell us a
Can
crazy?
you tell us?
Yeah, I say a lot of
What's one of the craziest stories that a
With groupie love.
Yeah.
It's so many, man.
You know, your hand go over like,
It just gets so crazy. Like he been there with me. It's like, all right, so you'll have like fans, right? So all right, so one instance, like Steve at his shows, he'll put like cakes.
yeah.
You know, so everybody gets cake on.
Mm-hmm.
So now you'll have like after the show, I'll chill. You know, I'll sometimes chill by the merch table or go out in the crowd. And, you know, interact with the people and build. So like, they'll have like all this cake on, and they'll be like, I love you. Can I take a picture with you? So like, you'll be like, you know, you don't want to get too close to them, but you want to show love. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, just like, and
Yeah, you don't want to be too.
yeah, like
I
I smell so much cake over it. Like,
He's like, I'm not a been kicking, bro. Over that.
it just get crazy, man. Like it get wild.
What's
So,
your DM look like?
The DMs, you'd be surprised. Like you'll have people like, I just had somebody yesterday hit me up. Yo, Bakir. Like said my whole name.
Oh, wow,
my
like,
government. No, they didn't know me.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
like,
that's scary.
yo, I love your track Loudest MF and what do you say? Loudest MF and something else. He was like, yeah, dude, this and that. And I was just like, yeah. So I clicked on his page and I seen he was from like Amsterdam, and I'm like, yo, I never met this dude, I never seen him before, I didn't know what he looked like. I'm like, yo, you said my real name.
You feel like you
You
know
know
you
the
though.
fan.
But it's like,
You
you
know,
know, I would never like, I don't know, if I
Yeah.
know somebody, I would never like say so real name to this person. So it's like, it just get, sometimes it's like, I feel like if I wasn't from the hood, it'd be scary.
Okay.
You haven't, you're not used to this shit.
I used to the tour bus, and my man, shouts out to Max Stoller. He was in Worcester. That's how they say it. It's Worcester. But it's
Okay,
like
Worcester.
So we was out there, and the bus was parked in like a parking lot, and the venue was like on the corner. So, you know, our stuff is like 8 of us on the bus, and you can't keep like your heavy clothes up top. So like a lot of stuff you gotta put in the bus.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, sometimes we gotta go out of the bus and like go under the bus and grab our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he sees like this dude, like this is a fiend. So he sees like this fiend like just walking around. Stop, look. So he running
It up, right?
he running the bus, locking the door like he's like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, I look out like, yo, you good, bro?
He lived in, he was from suburbia. He was from the suburbs, obviously.
I'm like, yo, you good, bro?
That's funny. That's
so yeah.
all right.
It's
So
crazy.
you mentioned how style-wise, Freddie Mercury from Queen was your influence. What about rap? Like, who were some of your influences growing up, and who influences you today?
Some of my influences, Common. I listened to like a lot of like Common because it was always a mood, like a vibe. And I definitely tried to instill that in all my music, like, because that's what I got from him. Like, even if it wasn't what he said, it was how he said it, and the music. You know what I mean? It was always a vibe. I feel like he never talked too much. He never said too little. It was just enough, and it created like an energy. So that's what I wanted to do with any type of music that I made. You know, Common, Out Here 2000. It was all mood music, but they still had like substance.
Substance,
to it, you know what I mean?
yeah. Is there any artists that you are looking to work with?
I want to work with.
Collab?
I want to work with Sway Lee.
Sway Lee, yeah, I can see that.
I met him a couple of times. I was in the studio with Jimmy in LA, and like just their creative process, it reminded me so much of my own. And we was just vibing, you know what I mean? Then I spoke with Sway Lee. He just was like a cool dude, you know what I mean? He was like, that's thorough, bro. Like the fact that, you know, I met him in person, and he was thorough, and his music is like so like, it reflects me as a person. So I definitely like that's the first person to come to mind. Sway Lee.
Beautiful, I love that. We'll be looking for that. It's in the universe, so we'll be looking for that. Definitely. Now, okay, we know Tuesday was, you know, the big election, midterms. How do you feel about artists in politics, or artists using their platform for politics? Is that something you would do? For instance, Travis Scott was giving away tickets to people who were at certain locations, certain polls, or got registered or something of that nature. He was giving away tickets to his show and such. How do you feel about that?
I think it's dope when you understand, like you understand what's going on to speak on it. Like don't just hate Donald Trump because everybody hates Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Like, hate him because you hate him. If that makes any sense.
Totally.
Yeah. But when like things like that.
No, I totally concur with that.
So when things like that, like I feel like it's cool to hate them. So it's like it's the safe thing to do. Like if you want people to like you or you want to trend.
So you were on the Kanye wave.
No.
Well, not Kanye was saying the same thing, saying like I'm not gonna hate this man because everyone else does.
No, not at all. I'm not saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying think for yourself.
So okay.
If you're gonna hate him because you hate him. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I hear things from both sides. I don't really have like like I understand, like I think he's like a fucked up person.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like I don't understand the politics to a T
Right.
because it's, you know what I mean, it's just not what I'm really into. But what I was saying is if you're gonna use your platform to do certain things like I feel like what Travis Scott did was a safe thing. He didn't say, yo, whoever votes for such and such, you get free tickets. It's like, yo, I just want y'all to get out. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like that was a safe thing to do. But if you were to say like, vote for such and such because
endorsing in particular.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you really get behind him and stand for what he stands for, or are you just doing that because it's the
bandwagon?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what leads into my Trump thing. That's what
I feel you. I got you.
So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Like educate yourself before you like jump out on the weed. Because I feel like Kanye made himself look crazy. Like, you know.
Because then he came back and backpedaled. It was
Yes,
like, well,
after
they
all
were
of
using
that.
me, right?
But that's what I'm saying. But you set yourself up for that because you in there like, this is my Superman. Like, what, bro?
Well, bro.
Like, that was, you know what I mean?
Right.
That was just weird. So it's like now when they like they're like, what is it? Propaganda. They're like the masters of like you give them an inch, they're going to turn it into a football field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like you can't like this is what happens. Like welcome to, you know what I mean, what we like to call the Illuminati because that's what they did. They usually.
Oh, we had a good conversation with somebody today.
About that.
Whoa.
So you grasp me as such a well-rounded, nurtured, humbled individual. Being from Philadelphia, which is a tough city for youth growing up, and you know, it's easy for you to get caught up in the nonsense. Do you have a foundation or anything that you want to create or have created to give back to maybe,
Absolutely.
you know, pay it forward or pay it back however?
Absolutely. I have a nonprofit in the works called, well, it's not up and running yet, but
Okay.
it's Worldwide Awareness.
Okay.
We're just bringing awareness to like certain issues that would help bring people together.
Right.
Like when you find out like an issue, it's not an issue, it's just a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like all right, so for instance, I was in Belgium and this guy was like, oh my God. He's like, yo, dude, I love your skin. Like, my niece has like skin like yours. Like, you know what I mean? And you looking at it like, yeah, but you gotta understand that they don't look at like race how we do over in America. You know what I mean? But if I didn't understand that, it would have probably been weird because it's like
take that content.
Yeah, it's a culture miscommunication.
Right.
If we improve like the way we communicate with each other, or like are willing to understand other cultures, we can come together. And now you might see a situation going on like, listen, you can mediate it because you understand where the cultural disconnect is coming from, and you can explain it.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's very important. I think that's very
And traveling is a big part of opening people's minds. You have to go out of your comfort zone. Even if you're not going out the country, travel the state, travel, the country that you live in at least, because it will open up your mind to realize other people's, cultures and the differences and why those differences exist.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling to me that there are people from Philadelphia that have never been to Atlantic City. Like, you ain't never been to Atlantic City? Like, you really never left the block. Like, go fly. So, you like, kid, get right. Like, stop playing with yourself.
Yeah.
Fly, birdie, fly.
We kidnapped my man. We took him to what, DR in January?
You took him to Jamaica?
No, we took him
DR. Oh, DR. I thought you said DR. And I'm like,
kidnapped him. Got him his passport. No, he's coming with us.
He had never left anywhere. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you for doing that.
Good.
And he had the best time of his life, didn't he?
Crazy. It was a culture shock for him.
Yeah.
We documented everything.
Good.
Stamp gang. That's what our travel.
Stamp gang.
Stamp
Okay.
gang.
I'll be a part of the stamp gang.
Hey, man.
Y'all
Stamp gang is for everybody, man. It's just
All this,
I'm
you
Hey, look, that stamp gang, you got to stamp. You know what I mean? It's just about.
I'm in juniors, man.
We just trying to get everybody traveling and bring everybody together.
Yes.
So important.
So where did green hair come from?
Oh man, the green has been
He
my thing.
changes it every time.
Nah, I used to, but I stuck with the green because for one, it's my favorite color, and yeah, it's growth in general. You know what I mean? I just associate so many like good memories with green. So when I look in the mirror, or I see myself on the screen. It's like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Not only do I look at myself, I look at where I've been. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So have you had any dark days doing this because you are a different artist?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's not all peaches and cream.
Not at all. It's tons of ups and downs. You know what I mean? Because like I'll be on the stage in front of like 40,000, and then you come back home and you try to explain it to certain people, and they take it as like, like we're in competition. Like, no, I want you to do this too. I'm telling you this so you can like get there. Like I want us to both be like, yo, that's crazy. Like you know what I mean? So it's like certain people understand it. Certain people send subs. I don't really get into that. I'm not. Yeah. So it's like it like shouts out to my man J Ortiz. Like we met up in Tokyo. When I came from Thailand, he was coming from Philly. And we met up there and we did our shows, and it's like he one of the few people that I talk to that are like that's in the industry, and he said like we sound like each other when we talking to each other, and I feel like when you listening to us talk, but it's like like we be hyped because we share these experiences. You know what I mean? Like I knew Jay for a minute, and we got a crazy bond because we traveled. So it's like, I feel like traveling adds years onto your relationship.
Yeah, that is so true.
Because you're experiencing things. And we all we got. There's the minorities out there walking around like not speaking, looking for rhyming spots. Like, yeah.
So we definitely want to just thank you so much. I feel like I can talk to you forever.
Yeah.
For nothing. Like,
You see this.
what's the first thing you did when you got your big bag? Did you go blow it on some of the first bag that you got in this game? Did you just like, oh, I'm gonna go buy my house, I'm gonna go buy a car, I'm just gonna wild jewelry? Like, what did you do?
I mean, the first thing I did was just reinvest in myself. Like, shouts out to Dave. We be moving, man. And we fund our own stuff, so you know what I mean. We in it for the long run. So when we invest in relationships. We invest in ourselves. We invest in just the future, because it's not it. You know what I mean? It's not it. It's not just music. It's bigger than music.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Is there anything you could say to somebody who may be listening or going to be watching this interview that would inspire them or just encourage
to be different?
I say stick to your guns, because my whole thing was before any front I didn't know anybody, I didn't have any connects. My cousin wasn't the A&R for such and such. My aunt wasn't a lawyer. My cousin didn't know such and such and introduced me to Jahlil. You know what I mean? It was just I invested in myself, always invested in myself. So when I shot my first video, we flew out to Vegas and we shot it, and honestly that's what got the attention of, you know what I mean? That's what started my stuff.
It was guerrilla style?
It was guerrilla style. Ace, same DNA. Shouts out to my man Ace. And it was just a situation to where as though I would post this video I was so proud of it, so I would post it almost every day. And shouts out to Faust. R.I.P. Faust. He produced the record. We sat and built it from scratch. Shot the video on my own dime and all that. So I put a lot into it. So I was posting that joint every day, and it was just stick to your guns, because eventually the world is gonna come around to what you're doing. Eventually they have to, because you just stubborn about what you want out of life.
Super believe, right?
You know what I mean? You just gotta believe in yourself, even though it looked like it's impossible. Nobody's rocking with you. Because like I said, that's what the ups and downs are about. Sometimes the work that you put in, the means and ends don't add up. So it's you just gotta believe, because it's possible. Wow, you know what I mean? It's possible.
Well, that's a great way to end this interview. I know, we gotta have you back.
This is a good interview.
This is David's family and your family now officially. So definitely want to bring you back. Thank you again. Tell everybody what the name of the album, where they can find it, and any other information, social media, all that good stuff.
Upcoming shows, all that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So Bok Nero, BOKNERO. You can find me on all social platforms. Hood EDM is streaming all platforms, Spotify, Google Play, all that. Upcoming event tomorrow. I'm in Chicago. Chicago for show Saturday. Denmark neighborhood, Steve Aoki. And then I come back to Philly for Hood EDM Philly.
Wow.
Then we do Hood EDM Pittsburgh. Hood EDM Philly is November 30th. Yeah. Hood EDM Pittsburgh is December 8th. 9th. And then we just filling in the Hood EDM dates. So we plot on a couple of other cities.
Stay tuned for the tour, right?
Yeah.
Wait, how did you come up? Last question. How did you come up with your name?
Bok Nero. My first name is Bok here. Nero comes from the Roman Emperor Nero. I'm really into history and war and everything from a artistic point. So Nero was the Roman emperor who basically watched Rome burn. So the saying is he fiddled while Rome burned, because he wanted to create his own paradise. So Neuropolis was his paradise.
So deep. So he has to see that. Yes.
So yeah.
I feel like you need a YouTube channel specifically for just
travel,
the knowledge and stuff that you have. You know what I mean? Get paid off for that, right?
It gotta be I gotta talk to somebody, because I can't. It's still weird.
You can and put it in an environment that you would be comfortable in. That would be a great idea. I would watch it for sure. Get a bunch of knowledge. So look, everybody, make sure y'all definitely stay tuned for Bok Nero. He is, a superstar, traveling the world. And this is, was it past stamp? What is it?
Stamp game.
Get it right.
Everybody be a part of the stamp game. I'm gonna be talking to David how I'm gonna get that popping. And
you gotta audition.
Oh, right, well, look, we're going to end the show. We do this every Thursday. My lovely co-host, Mara D, Sean Beasley. I'm your girl, Kate Wonders, the Drop Night Show. We do this every Thursday, 8 p.m. on Water Ice Radio. And listen, we'll see you guys next Thursday. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Let's go out with The Weeknd, The Hills.